Hey, it's Daddy Steve. Okay, so I'm going to do some transmutation. Do I need Octavioso? One of my old school favorites, a little bit outdated now, mainly due to like cost of the card in a given deck. But cannot forget him, man. I ain't going to forget you, Octavioso. I don't know if I can go high. Wow, to go from low to medium is a big chunk. Right, so anyway, listen, gems wise, for me to get the protection, that's 400. Okay, let's do some standard gold, right? And then we'll work into some more insight. Okay, so I'm gonna waste a few gems on this. Okay, so let's go auto select. Wow, I remember the last video I did on this. I absolutely managed to blow it by having no protection at all, like skipping between screens. I'm going to be ready this time. Right, so we're going to do a transmutation. Hell Knight, by the way, was the crap I got the last time. So auto select. I don't think it's going to happen. Border guard. Mariner. I was thinking about whether I want to lock a Mariner. Do I need it? Oh, not making that mistake again, Mariner. You will not be forgotten. Who was he again? Chimera. I think I do need that 1/10. Oh, I ain't gonna do it though. Let's just carry on. Let's carry on. Right. Horn Beast obviously potentially useful. Gone. And obviously I'd rather do this on a spending day. This didn't happen. Mariner. This is some BS crap. It's just a waste of gems. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've got the Octavius. I got the Octavius. Octavius. Oh my gosh. If I, oh my goodness gracious me. The only reason why I was going for him, to be honest, is because I was thinking about a Shatter Soul meld. Oh my gosh, I guess I'm really happy. I'm more happy that I didn't have to use the protection, so that answers a potential question. But I know my brothers in the comments have tried this before and it doesn't work out, and that's exactly the way it can go. On the limited booster, I myself got really lucky with a few cards and was never lucky with others. And I think luck does tend to go in the first few rounds. What I'm trying to say is, within the first, say, 5 to 10 tries, if you're not lucky in 5 to 10 tries, the sod's law, we say, the unlucky law means it's probably going to take you 50, or no, or a lot of tries. You know what I mean? But this was literally my last attempt before I tried to do something a bit different. But congratulations to me, Octavius. Wow, you look bottom right, cost 27. And listen, anybody who watched my original videos from, gosh, was it 9 years ago, whatever it was, when I first got this, it was on Alice Bond, I think. Oh my gosh, it transformed my game. Because yeah, I think I was on the early mazes, on the early maps. Sorry, and it just made a huge difference. And love you, Octavius. Great. I do notice that everything is. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I was going to say they're not protected anymore, but they've been used. So I don't have any more cards for more tries. But wow, really happy. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, that might. I think I saw the Michael. I think I just traded him, wasted him, right? Um, I've got some more anyway. But yeah, I could have saved him. What about you, Horus? Controversial name. Puppeteer. Really happy, obviously. Um, wow. Wow. Who else is here? Yeah, the other thing I was gonna really happy. Yeah, that probably cost me 3,000 gems, something. Now, how many? I can't remember how many tries I had. 400 a try, five, probably about 5 or 6 tries. That's just over 2,000. I did have it. I did have about 2 tries before I decided to do a video. Two, maybe three. So that's another 1,200. Yeah, maybe about 3,500 gems for that. My man Lexus Prime has got me thinking, not about that, but about this, about getting raw. Um, and listen, you know when somebody's trying to save you from walking into the road, that's what he's trying to do with this Rakshaw that I'm thinking to get. I think I still gotta go for Rakshaw. I'll show you my Rakshaw. But after that, I'll probably head towards getting Prime, and Prime's going to take me a long time to get. Rakshaw's going to take me one Alice Bond, and then the timing of what's it called again? The timing of Momoya and the spending day. So it's definitely achievable. I'm going to be spending about 60,000 gems during that Momoya, during the spending little event, to get the credits in order to boost Plunder Vitality to something higher. And also, I'm going to try and get as many copies of Rakshaw, otherwise known as R1. And I know this is an Octavius video. To get enough copies of R1, aka Rakshaw, and to get a sacrifice on there. But the sacrifice needs to be high enough in order to get its max HP to 6,000. So that's that plan. So get enough copies to get sacrifice meld, and also up this Plunder Vitality to something close to like Plunder Vitality 10, where it's at least doing 1,000 damage to all creatures, but more importantly converting that back into HP, which can hopefully clear their graveyard. But other than that, and I'm going to talk about Octavius, just bear with me still. Yeah, my man Lexus Prime has convinced me about this. I think some of these are transmutation, or at least one of them is. Yeah, Osiris. Event booster. Part of me was thinking it was in the guild maps, but obviously it's not. It's probably not. It's not. Now, if I could spend 4,000 to get Osiris, you know, we're talking. That's in the maze, Anubis. Interesting, Anubis. Okay. Event booster, holiday event, LP mall. Okay, so I can use the LP points to get that. Limited gem bag. Well, I'm going to joke and say excellent. Not excellent. That must be in a limited booster, I would assume. See, it's going to be expensive for me to get it. Sky Arena sometimes in the event booster. Event booster again, that means I can't remember anything these days like this then, the limited booster. Rakshashar booster. Interesting. Not today, son. Not today. Okay, so I don't like spending gems when it's not a gem spender event, as I said. I just felt like this wave of why not come across me. Oh, again, I'd love to put Shatter Soul on my Octavius. And part of the reason why I say that is because direct damage equal to 50% of attack to the enemy hero and its creatures. And I'm really happy. I'm just so happy. Shatter Soul. I think that is that Killer Queen? Raw. Increase HP and max HP, but the rune increases creature's attack whenever Shatter Soul Heart of Hearts. Yeah. it's still it's still slow, isn't it? It's like every other turn. There are better cards than Octavius. As much as I loved and still love Octavius, there's definitely better cards. And maybe, even though I was lucky, maybe I just wasted 3,000 gems. Very possible. What do I do? Do I bother? Yeah, I was going to say, do I bother getting it to level 15? Of course I've got to, right? I've got to. This is my current defensive deck. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I'm just showing you an overview where I'm at. Really, what I'm highlighting is I also want to boost this sacrifice because this is my best card. Obviously, I could do with a better fourth skill. So that's that. But where are my damage bringers here? Obviously, this. Hopefully, there's not. What's it called now? Queen Artiola, which is why I need Raw. This does some token damage. Well, decent damage. Minimum 500 to everybody and accumulates over time forever. It could really be worse, and it's got immunity as well. A lot of the more powerful decks. Sorry, I'm just kind of sort of finishing off my thoughts really in relation to where Octavius comes in and my wider deck kind of considerations. The further you go up the chain, basically you're really going to be coming across decks that have got retreat covered, definitely got insta kill and disposal covered in a similar sense, or you may be lucky one into like two cards, so that'll be 2 in 10 chance you can have some impact but never enough. So the Spirit Caller is here for now, but won't be here for the longer term. Yeah, I don't have a lot of damage bringers here, and what I said about disposal and insecure also applies to Death's Angel. So he's got a limited run, and I'm not going to spend too much time kind of invested in it. That's my lucky 4 skill, just over the moon with, which was immunity. I really don't want magic, but again, with the deck cost limitations, I just had to fit in a 22 cost card. If I could get a revive meld on here, I might well squeeze that in there. Obviously it's 20 cost instead of 22, so it definitely could be. But I wanted the other decks to have something to offer. So basically, all things considered, I end up putting a Blossoms in this deck, and at the end of the day, it's got my Revive and Read with the level 10 rune on it. I love that. I love that Revive Nareed. This is my other second deck, really. At this stage, the Rakashashaw with Plunder Vitality at 5 and no Sacrifice Meld is a liability, to be honest. I could leave it out of most decks, and that may well be the right thing to do. But not for now. Probably should put that in my throwaway deck, this third deck, and put something that is stronger if I had it in this deck. In fact, maybe... But the thing is, though, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but at least it does some damage. So that's why it's here. Otherwise, in this kind of throwaway deck, I don't really want to add more magic. But where's the damage bringers here? This, maybe? And then it hits immunity with a rune, and I'm actually giving them kind of health. Maybe, maybe not. There's just nothing there, is there? Basically, long story short, but at least this one does, R1 does some damage, which is why it's in my second deck. 2 Aquarius and the Paragon with the Torment. Got my Recycle 3. And Nefarious Witch. Awful Meld, but for now I've got Revive, and for now, get to the chopper. Anytime you pronounce now like I did, that's what you got to do. Anyway, yeah, so hopefully this Revive, I'll move it to my Undying Will at some stage. Not that Undying Will's amazing, but as my game progresses, you know what I mean, I've got to upgrade, and technically that'll be one of those. If I had more damage bringers, then obviously it would make more sense for me to move the Cyber Eye across. But yeah, 2 Aquarius, Torment, meaning Paragon. Revive at least. Cycle 3. A Capricorn for damage really needs to be sacrificed. Hopefully one of these days, you know, I'm not going to hold my breath. This is Retreats. Again, just for deck control and hopefully rage control. Got the Taurus. I actually forget that the attack does increase as, you know, this Nobility 10. Attack increases by 50% of the damage sustained. I always forget that. But yeah, it does do damage every other turn, and that cannot be forgiven. It's just the best of what I've got at the moment. As soon as this deck cost increases, or the total deck cost I'm allowed, yeah, obviously this Lorona will be gone. And probably just about squeeze in another Retreat, Queen Temptress or something like that. It will actually help. And this is the best of everything else. I guess technically, I'm right up, if you look top left, I'm right up against the deck cost already. But you know, there's always going to be space for an Aquarius in my throwaway deck. And it would make sense, going back to some of my other lucky fourth skill, like I had with my Death's Angel, it would make sense for me to make this level 15 and just see what that fifth skill is. Fourth skill. Fourth on my Brenton and other Flaming Range, a tier of skills. Fourth skill, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, and of course, until I actually attempt to meld, in order to make this third deck, of course Aquarius would make the third deck. The philosophy behind it is magic, but only because it had to. And that was really because of my Blossoms, which is ironically no longer in this third deck. Yeah. So yeah, my plan is with my spanking sparkly new Octavius, evolve it to level 15 or see what that fourth skill is. It may well overtake the original Octavius. Wow. If it's got a better fourth skill, and then I'll use one or the other to be melded for Shatter Soul, hopefully. Just thinking, just very quickly again, to have real potential going forward, does it need to be Revive? No. I'm thinking about Blade Shard and the fact that it resists, but not only resists, it kind of builds its attack. I'll have Revive covered elsewhere. Obviously, it's hollow, which means it's just a... Yeah, it won't be retreated, even though retreat's not. Just thinking aloud. I've always thought Shatter Soul for Octavius, but obviously there are other melds. Anyway, if you've got any thoughts for me on fourth skill melds other than Shatter Soul for Octavius, let me know. I'm obviously very happy. It's the weekend. All is good. And Daddy Steve. And please like, subscribe. Daddy Steve and I am out.